This video is not intended for viewers under the age of 13. Viewer discretion is advised. Hello fellow toy junkies and friends, welcome back to the channel. Today I'm glad to bring you the second version of Newage Darius that I've purchased. This is of course the Karate Master Macchio. I don't know why with their shattered glass they're taking this Karate Kid kind of approach, but hey, it's pretty cool. I saw in the box images earlier. I do like how they have Optimus Prime taking the role of Mr. Miyagi. It's pretty cool. But anyhow, let's get down to the review, shall we? Today, as you can see, this is their Newage version of Shattered Glass Megatron. And he's a pretty cool bot, to be honest. It has its faults, as all do, but first let's take a look at some accessories. In addition to the standard fist hands, he does come on with additional hands on a sprue. You've got the jazz hands and the pointer finger hands. Pretty standard fare. Just take them off the sprue, they slide right on. So those are pretty well done. Then also, he does come with his arm cannon, which is very nicely painted. You've got the black and then the metallic blue along the details. Nice clear here on the end, which will become the cockpit in alt mode. Nice red and white paint. It does look really, really good. And in robot mode, that will simply just slide right onto his arm. Looks great. We can keep him from falling backwards. In addition to that, he does come with two of these. These are the front of his blasters. And they look really good. Done in transparent blue plastic, as you can tell. And the way these work in alt mode, there are two ports on either side, one on either side, and they just slide right on. And it gives you that perfect stereotypical, or shall we say epic, Shattered Glass Megatron look. We'll put an image of him up right here just so we can compare. But this is truly a gorgeous bot. Let's take a look at some detail. Beautifully painted. Now, I'm going to point out one fault here right off the bat. And that is the face. You can't tell now, but when mine came, it was loose. And what it was is the little peg inside at the factory had been shoved on so hard that it actually crushed it into place. So after about 30 minutes of messing around with him, his face fell off and I couldn't get back on. I actually had to trim the peg down myself in order to get it to go on. But he looks good now. I love the black silver paint on the face. And the metallic blue eyes look amazing. Looking at the shoulders, he does have red accents on the top of the shoulder pads. Coming down to the arms, love the black and silver and gold accents. Just looks beautiful. Nicely detailed everywhere. Looking at the chest, You can see all that detail. I love the speckled, the pearl in the paint they use for the white. If you can see that, it just looks outstanding. Coming down the legs, black on the thighs, white along the shins. Coming up the back, silver on the back of the legs. And for who he is, I think the backpack cleans up really, really good. Just looks outstanding. Love the red details here at the top. But the best part of this really is that pearl inside the white. It just makes this guy pop like you wouldn't believe. Articulation, that's going to be just like our Straxus. So we're going to have the same problems with this flap coming up. But arms can go out to there. Can do a full 360 if you want. A little bit tight on that ball peg, but it's okay. He does have a upper bicep rotation. Now just be wary of the treads because they do swing with it. You've got over 90 degrees on that elbow. These are a little bit of a problem. We'll talk about that in a little bit. And then wrist rotation. And as far as the waist, you do have ab rotation, no ab crunch, unless you disassemble the back. Side skirts do go up, so for thighs, you can get out to there, forward that much, back that much, more than 90 degrees on the knee, a little bit up, a little bit down, but you do get the added toe hinge, and you can rock it to the side. So articulation is fairly well done, but he just looks outstanding. Just for comparison, we'll show him here with Darius himself and his mold mate Straxus. And then we'll also bring in Newage Megatron with his tiny little baby hands. Just for another size comparison, here he is with Newage Prowl and Earthrise Smokescreen, just to give you how he set the scale of how he stands up to a deluxe class. Alright, and here we have Macchio in his alt mode. I think it's a pretty good representation of the Shattered Glass Megatron in alt mode, which I'll put a picture of it right here, just for comparison. But obviously it's a cannon that's made to look like it, but I think they did a pretty good job. Obviously this guy does shine more in bot mode than he does in this mode, but he still looks pretty good. That white paint just comes through great. I love the red accents and the red on the treads. Just makes it look really good. Cannon looks awesome on the bottom. Canopy detail does look really good. Comes through great in this mode. As well as the transparent plastic. So overall, it's a nicely done figure, but I mean, this isn't the mode you're going to have them in, right? Most people are going to have them in bot mode, but it's really neat the way they did this. All the uses of this mold, in my opinion, have been fantastic. They really have. Just for a size comparison, there he is with Magic Square Wild Rider. Alright, wrapping up with final thoughts. This mold is actually very impressive, and Newage has done a wonderful job with all the offerings in it. This guy is amazingly painted, detailed, and articulated. The only drawbacks that I see are, one, the issue that I had with the head sculpt, which that's not a big problem. I was able to fix it. But the looseness of the arms and the hips, I mean, Newage has come along so far nowadays. That's not something that we should see in a bot like this. I don't want to say it's unforgivable, but it does feel like we've taken a step backwards. That being said, the positives definitely do outweigh the negatives. And I am glad that I added this to my collection. I've kind of jumped down this Legends path, and I'm about to overwhelm myself with it. Anyhow, this is definitely a recommend from me. So, if you are a fan of Shattered Glass, if you're a fan of Newage, pick him up. Definitely. I know he's still in stock at the Chosen Prime. I believe he's still in stock at Toy Dojo as well. I got mine from the Chosen Prime. I'm sure they would be able to accommodate your needs. With everything being said, I hope that you do like the video if you enjoyed it. Don't forget to subscribe, and please share with your friends. We're driving towards 200 subs on the channel. Hopefully we get there soon. Hope to see you again next time.